everything like that. So the one place that I haven't really done a video tour on is Southwestern Ontario. So there's going to be a lot more historical stuff, let's hope we find, things like that. There's going to be maybe some more interesting stuff. There's still going to be a lot of farm country and things like that going through, but I'll try not to bore you too much with that, just give you a few glimpses, but just show you what it's like riding around Southwestern Ontario. We're going to visit all the ports. It's going to be a 4-day trip, and one thing a little bit different about this time is I'm bringing my daughter, who she chooses not to be a main character in this video, so you won't see too much of her, but you know, you'll see glimpses here and there. So it's going to be a dad-daughter trip all around Southwestern Ontario. We're going to end up maybe in Niagara Falls. We're going to see some interesting things. So I hope you enjoy this this next tour. So we'll call it the Southwestern to Niagara tour, avoiding the highways as much as possible. So I'm just getting the bike ready. As you can see, I'm getting everything packed. And this is also a new thing I'm doing here now. We're going to try this out. I've got all the gear packed as usual, but we're also going to have 2-up. So it's going to be 2-up plus gear. So we'll see how the bike handles the weight on that. It felt fine with just all the weight of the panniers. So we'll go from there. So we're just getting our last few things ready, setting off our checklist. And we are also going to be going old school by my old school GPS, which is just written directions. I still have this GPS if I need it, but we're gonna try and take the most interesting roads. So that's how I'm doing it. Let's see how that works out.
You haven't gone anywhere.
We've only got about a half hour, but we just got out of town. We did the first leg of my my list. So we're at the Squire Gas Bar, and we're going to turn left here and head south. So we skirted around Owen Sound, and I noticed I was having some battery troubles, probably because I left it in the GoPro overnight. I didn't realize that drains it. I guess it does. So I'll have to get a new GoPro in the helmet cam, and we're just having a quick drink, and I just wanted to test everything out, see how Kayla's feeling. She says that she's comfortable, the ride's good, her hair didn't get messed up, so it's all good. So we're just taking a quick little break. And yeah, everything seems to be going well. The tank bag's staying on. It's the first time trying the tank bag. She's held on by a couple of small magnets, so I was a little concerned about it. But yeah, we're doing good. So, off we go. All right, so back on track, still according to plan. We went south from Squire Barn, and then we hung a right on 6, and we're going to take this up into Tara. So I'm still on my way to Tara here along 6, and I was just going to mention that the suspension that I set up, I went into settings and I set it for 2-up plus luggage, and you could definitely feel that it's stiffer, and also pumped up the tires a little bit more to about 33 and 41 as recommended by manufacturer for maximum weight capacity. So I just let you know that you could tell it's a little stiffer, but it's nice, and it seems to be handling the weight well. So anyone that seems to feel that the suspension is a little bit spongy under regular riding, you can always set that up. You can always tell it that you got 2 passengers or even 2 passengers and luggage, and it stiffens it up quite a bit. So now, like I say, I don't bounce much when I'm going over bumps or anything like that, but it seems to be taking the weight well and doing a good job. That's one of the advantages of having a heavier bike. There certainly are some disadvantages, but that's one of the good things of a heavier bike. You can take passengers and luggage a lot easier than a small bike. And there we are. We've made it to the great town of Tara. And there's corn for sale, and there's farms, and that's about it. But that's Tara. So now that we've hit Tara, my master plan says take 10 south. So now we're going to be on a bit more of a major road for a little bit. But for some reason, that's what I said to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to follow the plan. So, and here it is, the great town of Tara. For those of you that like to know what Tara looks like, It's got the gas bar. It's just a little, small little town. Not too much here, but you can get what you need if you need something. As long as everything's open. So let's just head south. And I'm supposed to bear onto 17. Oh, just an update. Just continuing along Bruce Road 17. And the road, it's great. A little bit breezy, but not too bad. Nice and sunny, dry. And we're just cruising on 17 and heading towards Port Elgin. Well, just crossing the Saugeen River. The Great Saugeen River. And next we should be rolling into Port Elgin. Alright, so came into Port Elgin, and the original plan was I was going to stop for lunch here, but we had a big breakfast and we are way too early. It's only like 10:36 a.m. so we're kind of ahead of time. I think we need to find somewhere to kill some time. Well, that won't be hard if I just find an interesting place to go and check out. But so we're not stopping. We're like not even bothering with the Timmies. I mean, we already had a drink. So we're really good for a bit yet. Although Kayla's knee's getting a little bit sore. So I might just stop just to let her walk it off a bit. Heading south on 21. Not the most scenic biking highway, but hey, at least we're out there in the country. 21 is it goes along the Georgian Bay shoreline. Well, it's about maybe 2 kilometers that way, but it follows it south all the way down. We're going to go all the way down to Goderich on it. I'd like to do some more scenic roads, but this is really the way that makes the most sense. So because it's close to the shoreline and goes north and south like that, it is susceptible to a lot of wind and rough weather. And there's a lot of times where it's not fun riding up and down this. There could be really high winds or heavy rains, or, well, in the winter, forget it. It's always closed just because of the blowing snow and everything. But today's nice, so we're cruising on down 21. It's continuing on 21 south from Port Elgin. Nowhere near Goderich yet. But you can see this area is near the Bruce Power plant. You can see that we're coming up on the big section of hydro wires that come out of it, power lines. And it's famous for all its windmills also, as you can see. So we're just passing through that area. I guess it's so open and there's such good wind here, they just started popping up all the windmills here. Just pulling into Kincardine here. Checking out for a place to stop. There was a family restaurant there, but it's kind of hoping more for a park or a really nice little patio cafe, as we don't need anything too heavy yet. We'll keep going. That just looked like it was at a mall parking lot. It wasn't my thing. Can't be too picky though, or you end up just cruising through and getting nothing. Okay, we had to stop. I cruised around Kincardine, and I guess I just don't know where I'm going because I couldn't find any place that had a picnic table. I kept following the signs that said Connaught Park, and this is all I could find of Connaught Park. It's just there wasn't even a place to park. So I don't know if I've got the wrong spot or what, but it says it's kind of trail access, sort of a trail. It's a nice beach. It doesn't say it's private or anything, so unfortunately no picnic table. But we can at least come down and cool off and maybe get our feet wet in the water and kind of cool off a little bit. And Kayla's not too hungry yet, but I could use a little bit of a snack and something to drink, so I brought the food bag, and we'll just take a little break here, rest our legs and stuff. So I guess this is the beach in Kincardine, and from here, actually, if you look way up, you can see the Bruce Power plant. So we're not... down.
Oh gosh. Yeah.